This was a bit of a flying visit to Chester to see Minerva's shrine mainly, but I'm definitely going back to explore some more. Now these are Chester's Roman Gardens, and it's a small garden and park in the centre of the town, which contains a mix of Roman finds and artefacts. I think they were gathered from various sites in Chester. At the heart of Chester you've got the ancient fortress of Deva, and it was first built around 700 AD by the Romans. Now when the Romans left Deva fortress, it was abandoned. However, the civilian settlement that had grown around it remained. This eventually became the city of Chester. Constructed in 1949, the Roman gardens were designed to showcase several artefacts from the city's Roman past, and most of the artefacts are from the 19th century excavations. And this reconstructed hypercaust, which is the underground heating system used by the ancient Romans, is one of the most interesting. Now these city walls are the oldest, longest and most complete in Britain, parts of which are over 2,000 years old. And Chester is the only city in Britain that retains the full circuit of its ancient defensive walls. It gives a fantastic insight into Chester's long history. I've read that their construction was started by the Romans when they established the fortress of Deva Victrix between 70 and 80 AD. And it originated with ramparts of earth and turf with a wooden palisade. And from about 100 AD they were reconstructed using sandstone, but were not completed for another 100 years. Not much is known about the condition of the walls following the Roman occupation after they left, until Ethelfred refound Chester as a town in 907, and the defences were improved. And then after the Norman conquest the walls were extended to the west and the south to form a complete circuit of the medieval city. The circuit was probably completed by the middle of the 12th century, forming an almost complete circuit of the former medieval city, with a total walkway length of 1.8 miles, I think it is. But upkeep and repairs of the walls continues to be a problem. These ancient walls are said to be haunted by a Roman legionnaire, often seen walking along the walls at night. Europe's only representation of a Roman goddess, still in its own original location, is Minerva's shrine, and it sits in Edgar's Field, now a quiet park on the banks of the River Dee. But it used to be a massive quarry where workers excavated and carried out used blocks of sandstone used to build Chester's Roman wall. The park is named after King Edgar the Peaceable, who held a council in the field in the year 973, and is said to have received homage from the lesser kings of the islands, and has been described as Edgar being rowed up the River Dee by 8 princes. This is probably an embellishment, but it has remained a romantic image associated with Chester, hence the mosaic in the park. Now this old weathered rock, resembling a hobbit house, is the original site of ancient Roman worship, and who knows, it may have been a sacred place earlier, and it's where quarrymen came to honour Minerva, the Roman equivalent of the Greek Athena, goddess of war, art, wisdom and craftsmen. Next to the shrine is an opening in the rock, which possibly natural, and it's been enlarged with erosion, and it's known as Edgar's Cave. It could have been a place used to put an effigy. Now, these types of shrines were common in the ancient world, but a combination of centuries of so-called progress and collectors have claimed nearly all of them, so this is a rare sight. Now, it's said with a careful eye and study, you can still discern her figure holding a spear, wearing a helmet and an owl over her shoulder on the right. It's not easy to make out, it's not definite, but yeah. Let me know what you see. Now, this rock face is the remains of the ancient quarrying. If you look carefully, you can see Chester's dragon in the rock and the erosion. Let me know if you see it. Now, the River Dee is very close by, and it's said to be inhabited by the ghost of Jenny, and she's said to lie beneath the waterways to grab and drown men as they pass by. Could this be connected to the Jenny Greenteeth mermaid myth from Derbyshire? I wonder.